Go
guys,
girl.
make sure you support at Deli Row. And
Deli
again,
Roll. I will remember that one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Deli, if you're watching, yes, we definitely have to schedule your interview. Come on the show. I can't wait to meet you live and in living color. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then I will introduce my guest and co-host. I'll read his bio, and then we'll get right into the interview. So come right back.
Crowd there.
Well, yes, we had our live studio audience needed a little bit of help. But we definitely want to thank y'all for coming. We have moms in the house.
That's my support. And Barbara, thanks for coming out.
Yes.
That's my financial support. My
ego
support.
I need to talk to Miss
yes,
Barbara
indeed.
too.
Yeah, they keep it going.
I tell you, mothers. You can't say enough about them, especially with being so supportive.
I'm telling you, only
front and center every performance, right?
All the time. She
yes.
tells me, I don't know how you do it. I would been there for a long time ago. I said, Mom, it's a passion, it's a God-given gift. You can't just give up. How can you say that?
You can't. It's a part of your soul.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yes, it is.
It's a part of your
soul.
She
know now. She knows. She's 35 years. She see what it is. She like, I'm with you, son. I see what it is. It's clear now. It's clear.
And I know Mom from somewhere, and I'm going to figure it out. I'll probably be asleep tonight and be like, I got it. And I'm going to call you in the middle of the night and say,
You weren't at another recording studio or another America or something like that, right?
Oh, no, we'll talk about that later. We got to get to your son here. We want to talk about all the great things that he's doing, and then we're going to figure out where we know each other. So we have Lou the Soul Chameleon. Now, you've got a long bio. I'm just going to touch on some of the high points here. You've got you're a native Washingtonian-born Bryant Roberts in the late 60s. Mm-hmm. The gift of music was recognized at an early age of 9, where Lou the Soul Chameleon began studying music theory while playing trumpet at a community church. That was this Joe Henning?
Joe Henning Baptist Center, yep.
Yes.
Southeast, 9th Street, Southeast, D.C. Mm-hmm.
Okay, under the direction of Mr. Harrington.
That's a great guy.
Mr. Harrington organized from his advanced students a youth jazz ensemble, which became highly noticed through the performances at the Walter Reed Medical Facilities,
yes.
D.C. Showmobile Arts and Festivals, I remember that, several organization meetings and award ceremonies. Yes. As he reached high school level, a newly found interest to sing was developed from having an ear for the music scales and jazz performances, which came out of his own style of vocal scatting. Now, we got to talk about that, because I want to know
with the go-go scene, putting that kind of vibe in the groove, in the pocket. So that was my thing coming up.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
Yeah, that was my thing.
Mm-hmm. You placed first as the tenor singer in choir competitions nationally in New York and internationally in Australia.
Yes, that was the Eastern High School thing under the direction of Joyce Garrett. Gave me pretty much my theory understanding of vocal, and just work with the, all of her choirs. Easton was a Dynamite award-winning choir for many years. And she just gave me all of that just of theory.
Okay, we're going to get back to that too. Let's see. So you have, you have a deep passion for music and performance, which keeps you busy, often forming bands throughout the D.C. metro area. We'll talk about that. Your first primetime notable gig in the early 80s was an opening act at the historic Howard Theater.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Definitely have to talk about that because now they are reopened and they've got people performing there all the time. We got to figure out when you're going to be there next.
Got to get back soon.
That's right.
It's something to make us. It's all
yes. In 1987, it was an opportunity in the Washington area for Lou as he became an official member of the local famed group, the late Lil Benny and the Masters, DC's premier R&B, funk, and go-go band. Now, that must have been an experience.
15 years of an amazing experience. That's
wow. And
everything
you
come out of that.
And you collabed and produced several of the original songs like Cat in the Hat.
Yes, that was one of the main go-go
Cat in the Hat.
Internationally did this thing.
Smack.
Yeah, had that little intro piece, Let Me Show You the Way to Go-Go, and the song The Message was my local thing. Yeah.
Okay, I'm still trying to get through here. Hold on. You went on to have rendered 12 years of performance service to the East Coast College Circuit, Miller Sound Express, London, Japan, also numerous lounges and concert halls throughout the United States. And then in the early 2000s, at the peak of his local accomplishments, Lou felt the need to learn business to be in business, and that's very important. People tend to forget that the music business is a business, and they focus on the art and the creative side, but they don't focus on the business side, and that's where a lot of people fail.
Lose out, that's for sure, because somebody else going to make it business for them, and
that's
you burn out early if you don't understand.
Absolutely. Sure. Let's see, advancing in the role as a studio production vocalist, songwriter, national recording contracts for production became available for his production company to produce material for label artists on Def Jam West recording label. Yes. And you've got several hip-hop artists here, and we'll talk about that in the interview. On the local scene, you worked with Marcus Johnson on his Inter Alia CD. Performed vocals on the recording, When I Look Into Your Eyes. As a matter of fact, we're going to play that in the background when we start to talk. As a background vocalist, or as I say, vocal assistant, you had the experience of working with George Benson, Will Downing, Maysa, Walter Beasley, and with all the experiences and deep passion for the heartfelt sound of music, he will continue to soothe souls through song.
Yes.
Here we go. Listen. Well, welcome.
Glad to be here. Thank you. Glad to be here.
We done kind of already started the interview off. Just going through your bio.
Those little points in life, definitely got me here today. It's. I just felt as though there was major accomplishments. And I have to kind of spring off of that into more of what that developed me to do things that's in my heart today. For his writing, and they gave me the stage performance time. So now it's to see what's brewing inside of me, and it's coming out. This new production movement we're doing now, and I'm actually with the theory of trumpet and understanding music, starting to do a little production with the keys, which is the base of a lot of pre-production. So all these melodies is in my head. I'm starting to just put down what I'm feeling.
So you're writing and producing your beats and everything, the whole.
I'm doing a little bit of that right now because the collaboration rate in this town of looking for songwriters and producers haven't been great. And it made me really hold back from. I kind of felt like my life was like, Usher early on in the business. Some folk, even locally, were able to find production people that took an interest in them, or maybe they had money for the studios. We invested all we had, but we couldn't get the finished products and masters that we wanted to back then. But you know how it is now. You get these home studios beefed up, and you can go for it, and there's no clock running. So my spirit is just brewing things, and I got time to get it done. So right about now, I'm going to produce some things, and we're going to see what happens with it. I got a few demos I've just been doing, just putting, tapping on things, but now the juice is flowing. We're up and running. So production is happening. Hopefully we can find other producers and, collaborate vocally on this project and really make it happen. So that's the goal.
And that and when you say that, it just makes me think. We had a conversation earlier, and I definitely want to make sure that we capture a lot of what we talked about. And one of the things that one of the reasons that I started this show, initially it was because I wanted to network people to resources.
Awesome.
So that, when you're doing your projects, those are out there that are working on projects or whatever it is in life that you're working to do. But it was founded on networking people. If you're looking for musicians, if you're looking for songwriters, if you're looking for producers, studios, just a way to kind of network these people together and get these projects done.
Exactly.
And it's become a lot easier because of technology.
Sure.
So it's really no excuse other than people just not banding together to support and help one another.
And that's strong. That's a strong factor in what's going on in some places, because it just seemed like it should have been, and I guess it's in God's time. So I'm just waiting on. I know now I have to hear that call just to say, you do this. This is open for you. Like being here today. It's amazing how this opened up, and we so appreciative because it's with so much stuff that's coming up that we're looking to do, in BKS events, and it was, like I said, this is just flattering. It's mind blowing, to be able to talk about what my music has been about and what we're trying to do. So again, this is a great platform.
Yes.
I pray that you continue to keep this format going on.
Well, thank you. Shout out to Smitty, Brian Smith. Thank you, Brian. Hope you're watching. Oh, and I must say the phone lines are open for those that want, I need to turn my ringer on so that, if you want to call in and say hello, if you have a question, feel free to do so. So let's talk about, so you have a 35-year history in music, and you have worked with different artists, both mainstream, national acts, as well as the local artists. And so what is it about now in this time and space that has made you start to move forward and decide that it's time for you to do your solo project?
Well, it's a good question. I feel now, due to the stage experience, the production, what I've learned, and mainly the fact of, just kind of more of all now believing in myself. I see what's going on out there. I'm inspired by all of the artists that's out there doing their thing, indie, national artists. I mean, it's just inspired me so much, and I really see it that first, coming up, you kind of felt like you had to kind of run your music had to be kind of like what's going on that's hot. And I've learned over the years that your personal intake to music, there's a market, there's something, there's a lane for everything that that's being produced these days. And a lot of things are creating other markets.
Excuse me. Let's keep this place. Sorry, this is Smitty calling right now.
You know what I'm talking about.
Smitty.
Bro, hand.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Wendy?
Hey.
Soul Chameleon.
BKS. What's up, brother? God bless you, man.
All right. Hey, good, great show. Thank you all
we
for
having a
the
ball.
inspiration and the shout out. Hey.
I'm ready to pass out sitting in this seat, man. I'm so excited. Nobody ever asked me a question, man, in life. I feel good.
Oh my! And I've got so many.
Wow. Well, come on, let me answer a couple of them if I can.
Thank you so much, Brian, for setting this up and connecting us.
Yes, buddy.
Oh, thank you all. Thanks for the opportunity. Hey, we appreciate you, definitely.
Thank you. We got to get you back on the show. I mean, you're sending me great talent. People that you are supporting musically. You're providing opportunities through promoting your events. You're also providing support through your musical gift. You're playing percussion. I mean, so you're doing a lot of things.
Yes, he is.
Hey, I'm trying to grind, keep moving. Thank you all. Appreciate that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate that good couple bookings coming up too, man. That what is it?
Absolutely.
The Country Club. Where we going to turn it out at?
The Jubilance at Marlton here at the golf club in PG County.
Yes, sir. That's gonna be exciting.
September.
Oh, they ain't ready for me, man.
The Soul Chameleon.
Yeah, thanks for having me to the lineup, man.
Yeah, the Band of Roses and the Six Band.
That's
my goodness. Well, we're gonna talk about that with your upcoming performances. But again, I thank you for the connection, and I'll be talking to you soon.
All right, absolutely. Thank you all.
All
Bye-bye.
right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Sorry about that. My son used to help me, and now he's abandoned me. So I hate to interrupt when you're in the middle of making a point.
Hey, that's a good call there. That's a blessing right there. So thanks for calling in, bro. Thank you.
Absolutely. Oh.
But again, I mean, the time is now due to just again, spiritually, I've got the touch to go forward. You know, I've been blessed to now not have to put all that money in queue, as I've done for years, thousands of dollars, and just have demos that were never respected.
Right.
What never mixed. I couldn't afford to really get into how they wanted me to get into it deeply.
Right.
So now it's like, okay, create and listen and collaborate, get people to come in all over the world and work with this, and everybody's ideas go into this project now. So the time is now. You know, we have the time and space to do it.
Right.
You know, so.
You know, I've had people, I've
Now or
heard,
never.
some people just get, and I was like this too. I can't just say some people where he's like, I got to do this now. I got to get this project out. I got to get this project. But it has to be when you feel it.
Sure.
When you feel like the time is for you.
Yeah, and you're strong enough to go through it. Because again, with doing so many shows all of my life, this is pretty much, I made sure I stayed. Stage was my thing. I came up on the stage, so if I couldn't do that, I didn't feel productive. So, you know, losing thousands of dollars to promote myself and know that I was doing it backwards. So what I need to do now is this project, put all into the management duties of that, you know, blossom that some kind of way, and turn around, then come back. Most artists that have projects don't work as hard as the independent artists that don't have an identity.
Right.
You know, we do 20, 25 songs a night, you know, trying to pay a top man for that great performance and don't make that from the club. So, you know, that's why it's time. That's another reason it's time to move where it's better accepted, bigger stages, you know, management companies, and people want to work with things that bring it up where they can see it, you know, and it makes it much easier for me at that point, you know, so.
Right, and it's definitely a time when you can express you, who you are.
Sure.
You know, it's the perfect time.
That's number one, you be able to do that, yes. Yep.
So,
that's the main reason.
I had a very dear friend of mine. We had this discussion, and I shared it with Nia. Nia Simmons is a good friend of mine. She's an indie artist. She just released her project.
I heard of her. Sure.
Last month. Awesome, and she's getting ready to tour Europe, which is exciting. It's like within 2 weeks of releasing her project, she's getting ready to go to Europe. Yes.
Praise God on that. That's awesome.
And I shared with her what was shared with me is that in the grand scheme of things, it is just so powerful knowing that now with technology being the way it is, this is like forever your stamp in history.
Yes.
So when you're like long gone, this is still like, this represents what you were feeling this time and space that you existed.
Exactly.
And you know, it'll be here forever. So I mean, just beyond the glitz and the glamour, it's just not even only about that. I mean, of course we want to get paid for our craft, but it's well beyond.
It's the legacy, because that's how, you know, because you have this, most folk that get into it that don't. I guess that most of the artists that I see that's grinding the business, that kind of started at a time and, you know, and just spent so much time to try to produce their projects and get their identity out there. That seems to be what really touched me about their musicianship, the artistry of that person, because, you know, again, it wasn't a fly-by-night career. Most folk that get into it, they understand all aspect of it, and from there, they seem to have careers, you know what I mean? So I'm just, you know, hoping and praying mainly that, you know, I believe God gave me the gift to share with the world, so it's got to be some level of success in it, or if it's just to, you know, receiving the fruits of my labor, you know, of doing this. If not, my thing has always been to get there to a point where I can offer what I enjoy doing. Because again, like I say, you know, it's been blessings to do it, because, you know, it must be what it is for me to do, because the way I look at it, that once I reach a point that, you know, with just, if it's not me with singing with the big record, I have the experience to be able to say the next artist that, because there's a couple cats out there. Want to mention a shout out to a good friend KO that's worked with me with All For You band, local group that I have actually produced these cats. And it's funny because, you know, the older artists come in to work with the group, because I had my level of success with them, and I came in to kind of work with the younger folk. And they were like, okay, who's this older cat, you know, coming into this game? We're not gonna listen to him. Who is he? You know, we the evolving future.
Right.
But what had happened out of that whole relationship, they started learning skills and my performance confidence level that had taught him his experience that he had today, and it feels good that when they see me, they're like, boy, you the DMV Uncle Charlie. You know what I mean? It's because I've kept going for 35 years. But in my teenage years, I was the Luther Vandross of the scene, because I was always on a.
Mom was like, yes.
Yeah, I was always on a progressive vibe with my thing, and people was like, man, you jazzy and you got this kind of thing going on with you. You know, you're not really like even the artists today. They kind of got this this new school kind of R&B thing. But what I decided to do and kind of market my thing in kind of like a neo-classic soul with a pop kind of spin, you know, a poppy spin, because I'm able to get what it is now, but my feelings are classic soul vibe. I mean, I have a heart soul feeling in my production, so it's that singing insides that come out, you know, on things. So I think it's not a new market, but it's definitely a market for my age and skill level, you know. So hey, we'll see what it's gonna do. That's what it's gonna be all about. That kind of vibe.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
I had do you know Jimmy Dugans?
Oh no, that name sound familiar, but
he founded the Young Senators for back in the day.
okay, older
Way
cat.
back, yes,
Oh,
older
okay.
guy. And one of the things we talked about how music has changed, transitioned to where it is today, and we talked about live performances and how people just don't seem to take it serious anymore. No. People don't dress, you know, people come out, those that patronize you and pay to see you perform. It's not just about coming to hear you sing, it's about the complete package.
That's for sure.
And so you've got people coming out with the pants hanging down and all that kind of stuff, any kind of way. And I must say, looking at you, I have an idea that when you perform live, you bring it in style as well.
It's been my thing. This is a legacy. You know, most folk that know Lou the Soul Chameleon, this is how it goes. I just feel as though it's professional.
Yes,
it's grown,
absolutely.
and you know, and you have to have that appeal. If you want to be marketed correctly, you have to have a little bit of that in your.
And we need to bring that
system.
back.
Yeah, I don't know that, but that's that market. They don't have to do it.
Yeah.
But where we are, and dealing with sort of connoisseurs of music, they want the whole package. They want to see the look. They want to feel the ambiance of the performances, and you know, they want great sound. So you know, that's what I represent.
Okay.
That's what I represent.
So we're kind of talking about the marketing and branding piece, and you're saying what you are offering, what's unique about you, and taking some of the old school sound and giving it a spin, a little pop spin, jazz, some R&B. What else are you doing to market yourself now?
Right now, I'm starting to step up to time. Excuse me. Again, I realize that this new technology is what I need to understand and be a part of. So actually, you know, I've started early on with dealing with the web and stuff like that. And again, independent, the expenses of where I was trying to market through those things got kind of expensive.
Yes.
But I'm coming back to utilize all social media. I do understand now that a couple buddies told me on Facebook, they had mentioned, they said, well, man, people just don't know what you're doing. I took a picture of you and put it up, and people went crazy because they read, you know, our era. Folk remember you and your past and what you've done, and you still here. You know, you still current. You know, you're pushing, and there's so much you have to offer. You have to let people know from now on everything that you do. So now I'm in the GoPro world. You know, I just feel like everybody's gonna know. I try to have people with me here. I got my own camera. Take a picture of me. I mean, they can't focus on it. Can't give my mother like what button. And, you know, I don't know what a button is. So we miss a lot of good stuff. But you know, but again, I'm just gonna figure out how to use technology to capture things and just get it out there so people can see. Because you know, I think a lot of these venues, you know, even with investing in my own shows and production, I'm coming in the smaller lounges. I like to bring the light show. I like to bring the whole full thing to make you feel like you had a show.
Yes.
I mean, you know, this is something that feels a little bigger than what it is, because I want that experience, 35 years of into it. I want you to know you're coming to see, or you're working with somebody that actually have done this and want to do it on, that don't want to stop, you know, want to get picked up from this level and move on. So again, you know, we're trying everything that we can. So it starts with now what we're doing, the release of the EP. You know, next year I'm working on 2 songs per month is the goal for the next 4 months out of this ending of 2015, because it's slowing down. I really don't have a big calendar of events. You know, thanks to BKS Events, you know, we came up with 3 events. You know, we're going to be making a debut in Blues Alley in November. So we're going to get tightened up for that. That's going to be another explosive thing. So we're trying to build a clientele for that. And again, videoing this upcoming festival on the grass kind of thing that's happening up in Marlboro Country Club. I want to make that exciting. It's kind of the last minute thing for me, but I'm gonna work it in this week or less than 2 weeks to get it done with getting in the studio and producing up some tracks. But see, they got bands. Fixed Band gonna be there in Band of Roses, but I'm gonna come with this track show that's gonna be, teched up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to kind of pull my weight and give them something explosive. And
Right.
so that's what it's about, promoting slowly but surely.
And I want to reiterate what you just said. Oh, hold on a second. I think we've got another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm doing fine. Yourself?
I'm good. This is the Soul Fusion Magazine's Indie Voice Show. You are live and on the air. What is your name?
Black Pearl.
Black Pearl.
Hello, Black Pearl. I'm not sure
Yes.
who that is, but hello. Hello, Miss Black Pearl.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm having a blast.
How are you, Lou?
Hey, I'm hanging in there. Who you said Black Pearl? I'm not sure if I know you personally, but hey, we here.
Yes, you do.
She said, yes, you do.
You do.
I do. Oh, okay. Well, hey,
Yes,
it's
you
all
do.
good. Well, hey,
Yes,
I'm
you
glad.
do.
Well, I'm quite sure. Hope you come and support the upcoming venues that's coming up. We perform at. Hope to see you there. You know me.
Oh, you will. I am also a part of those events. This is Smitty's partner.
Well, there we go. Okay, okay. That's all I needed to know. I mean, you got me sitting here thinking.
I was
I
getting ready to
do.
say, wait a minute.
I'm like, okay. Okay, okay.
I was starting to get nervous for you
Yeah,
there.
me too. Like, okay, all right. Shoot.
She was like,
Don't get nervous.
look, Black Pearl said, you know me.
Okay. I mean, okay. You see, you got me sweating. You done broke all the jergens out me.
Look, we got Mom in the audience like, what?
I have a question for Lou.
What's going on, Pearl?
Nothing much. As an artist, how do you feel about artists in today's society self-promoting as it relates to even in the DMV?
Well,
I noticed where we have promoters who book artists such as yourself, and then just abroad. Yes, they're booked, but they show up for the event, they get paid, but they don't promote themselves. How do you feel about that?
Well, like I said, I mean, I think that, most of the groups probably have to be a little educated on what it's going to take for them to be in the business. Because it's a lot of hobbyists out there, I feel. And, these groups are getting bookings. They not, I don't think that until you learn to promote yourself, and that's part of this being here this evening. I mean, this opportunity right here gives a chance, for me as an artist to kind of find the clientele, to build, to have something to move forward, showing that I'm serious about my music and what I'm trying to do, with my music. So I think the groups, I don't know, I think that, yourself as a promoter, when you promote these groups, we need to educate them too on what's needed to grow as an artist, so, because, it's a rough thing, and I don't think they want to do it because, my personal opinion, I just think they just, they kind of like want the, the quick little experience of it all and maybe not thinking towards the future. With their performances and stuff like that. So that's my take on it, because you gotta promote yourself. You know that. You gotta put in.
Correct.
But
even with the much older artists, with the younger ones looking up to them, what I've noticed, I don't see a lot of the older artists reaching back or depositing into the young artists to say, hey, in order to get yourself out here, you need to promote. And the reason why I say that is because I listen to a lot of artists, they give a shameless look of, I know you're not expecting me to promote.
Right.
You
sell tickets.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do it. I do it. It's fun. It's a interpersonal thing for me, because you get to work, hand to hand with the audience. You get to talk to your clientele and let them know, just what you are doing and how you need their support and stuff. Yeah, you need to get personal with them. But again, it's funny to me because I see the groups. That's like I really want to give back to them. I come out, I tell people I bought couple pieces of equipment, and I went out to the shows, with the camera and with the tracking units to try to help a few groups get professional demos and stuff like that to move themselves along. But I mean, it was crazy on how I got dealt with. I actually got shot down to share my experiences and to help. I didn't need anything from them. The sound men threw me out the door, talking about, I'm killing their bread and butter and a bunch of things that broke my heart. So I'm like, it's hard in a sense with some of the organizations to even give back and to share. So it just tells me that this is a hobbyist situation. I just think,
just need to
for
be
the
more
moment.
serious.
Yeah, really, definitely. And then they can get what they need because, I'm reaching out. I'm like, Pearl, I'm with y'all 100% on what you got going on. You get every bit of support from me to help the cause as a whole. So I think we just got to, until that's ready, then you know how it is with the bigger industry. They telling me, you'll let us know when you're ready.
Yeah.
They will see it in me that I'm, So I think that's what's got to happen.
That's definitely a common issue, but you just have to, and then just let them know when you hire them, you have a level of expectation. But yes, thank you so much for calling, Black Pearl. We've got to take a quick commercial break and then come back and hear you do your song live.
All right, I'm gonna try my thing with this.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you, sweetie. Good to see you. Good to hear from you again, Raven.
We're going to take a quick, scaring us like that. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. We've got to get this song.
You heard them all. A lot of fellas play hard, but they soft like cloth. And I'ma taste things that's matter for all. And I will not stop till I get you off. Off with the mother cats. I tell you like A-Funk, baby, I'ma break your back in a good way though, in a hood way though. And knock the top like TKO. Oh. Measure for measure. Your love so much pleasure. Like a haunting melody. You came inside and captured.
Your makeup just so I guess you don't know how beautiful. Tried on every dress that you own. You will find my eye half hour ago. If your mirror won't make it any clear, be the one to let you know. Now the whole of the girl, you're my one and only girl. Nobody in the world tonight. All of the stars, you make them shine bright like they're right. Nobody in the world but you. Till the spotlight's on, everybody staring. Tell all them boys they're wasting their time.
stop standing in line. You're all mine. If this evening don't make it any clearer, I'll be the one to let you know. Not of all of the girls, you're my one and only girl. Nobody in the world tonight. All of the stars, you make them shine bright like they're right. Nobody in nobody in the world, but if you're wondering, that's what I'm wanting. Never gonna leave your side. Oh, ooh, don't have to try. No, don't have to try. No. Don't have to try. Oh, none of all of the girls, you're my one and only girl. Nobody in the world. All of the stars, you make them shine bright like the eye. Nobody in the world but you. Can I? Nobody in the world, you.
You know what? My claps. I don't know what happened to my sound effects, but woo! You said it was a whole lot of hugging and kissing. And
yes,
Mom over here, so happy to see her baby boy.
Yes, indeed. Hey, we needed these.
That
memories.
was beautiful.
Thank you so much, Wendy. Thank you.
Felt
so much.
good, right?
I got it in. It's nervous in the track wise. I love musicians playing. I still get nervous about that.
Yes, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
So one last question. Or actually, not really a question, but I know viewers want to know how to stay connected to you. So give us your information. Facebook.
Okay. Yes.
Are you on Twitter?
Actually, it's BLR Soul Music on Twitter. I haven't been as active as I should be. My daughter hooked that up for me. Thank you, Diamond, for getting that going and introduced me to the social media world. So we got to get more aggressive with that. But right now, Facebook is going. Lou the Soul Chameleon on Facebook. And actually, my government, Bryant Roberts, you can reach me there. If you know, a lot of folk I grew up with, I'm still Bryant Roberts, but Lou the Soul Chameleon is the new marketing man of the music, behind the music, and Facebook so far. So we're gonna work on this next week. We're working on the website. Okay. So hopefully I'll be able to send that back to you somehow. We can get that out, some kind of way, and just
beautiful.
Facebook for now. Thank you.
Beautiful. Now, oh goodness. Okay, look, we got. All right, now see, let's see. What is that? Hello? Hello? Hi? Yes. Yes, we have time for a quick question before we end the show. What is your name? Hello? Hello? Caller?
Yes, I'm here.
There you go.
All right,
You have a quick question?
I got a quick comment. I just want to say, great job, Bryant.
Awesome.
And
Thank you.
I can't wait till your album comes out.
Oh, and what is your
I
name?
think I know that voice.
Natasha, I grew up
Hey,
with Bryant.
homie. What's going on, homie? Yes. Thank you, sister. You
Thanks,
already
Brian.
know. You know it's been a rough journey. Yes, yes. Thank you. I've always
I've seen you
appreciate your
grow
support.
from the time you were 12 and 11 singing, so this is great to see you out here.
Yeah, I was sending you demo on cassettes. Wasn't I?
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Natasha, for
Yes.
calling. We're gonna have you come back once you get
Awesome.
ready to release your CD. Because
Awesome.
there's still so
Okay.
many questions that I have, and we have unfortunately run out of time. But we appreciate you calling in, Natasha.
Thank you.
I'm sure he appreciates the support.
Yes, tell mom, everybody hello.
I just want to give this real quick ending quote. The set your mind, set your week. So on one hand, we know that everything happens for a reason, and there are no mistakes or coincidences. On the other hand, we learn that we can never give up, knowing with the right tools and energy, we can reverse any decree or karma. So which is it? Let the light decide or never give up. The answer is both. And the quote is by Yehuda Berg. The takeaway to that is the reason most people never achieve their dreams is because they simply give up.
That's right.
Life was never meant to be easy. It's a constant struggle with extreme lows and extreme highs. Remember that the times when it's most important to persevere are the times that you will be most tested.
Exactly.
So adversity, look adversity straight in the eye and tell it, it is not over until I win. Never give up,
Exactly.
never surrender.
Never. Awesome.
I want to thank you so much for
Oh,
coming
man,
on the
this
show.
has been
It was a pleasure
Thank
and
you.
an honor to meet you. Mom, Miss Barbara, thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting. Eric, broadcast engineer to the stars, I appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, WLVS.
Yes, thank you.
I will see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.